What is up, everybody? We're back here once again. It's another episode of the weekly win streak. It's your boy TP3 Bets, and as always, I'm joined by none other than the man himself. What up, bro? How we doing today, my boy?
We're doing great. It's another day, another dollar. How are you, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good. Just out here grinding it out in the trenches, getting ready for college football championship Saturday and Friday, and trying to just watch some NBA, man, some Thursday night football. So hyped up, brother.
TP3 in the trenches. We love it.
Always, yeah. Bro. We're always deep in the trenches.
Firing. Dude, I'm excited for some football this weekend too, man. I want to see some good games, some really competitive games, and I think that's what we're gonna see this weekend.
Oh yeah, man. If we don't see some competitive games, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. So we better see some. Actually, no, I don't want to see any competitive games. I want to see whatever I bet on be the easiest bet of my entire life, and just sit there with a nice smile on my face while I watch terrible football games. That's actually the most. You know what's fucked up is that's actually the most ideal scenario for me every single time I bet on sports.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. There's nothing better than just being like, oh, I'm at halftime, I'm chilling, my bet's already like I'm good, I'm Gucci. Like, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, so during the Broncos Thursday night football game, my roommate says to me, he goes, when they play the Saints and they just dog walk them from start to finish, he goes, dude, this game's so boring. I was like, listen, you don't get a bet that's this easy often in your life. Sit back and enjoy. Like,
right.
If we could get, honestly, you know what? I'll take a sweat-free, because I think I lost 10 years off my life sweating out that game of the year on South Carolina. So I think I'll take it however I can get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We want sweat-free, easy, kickback, no issues. Love it. What is up, Sports Addicts Network? We love to see you tuning in. Appreciate you. So as we tune in today, we're doing a transition. We got college hoops, NBA, NFL is winding down, college football is winding down. We see a focus now shifting towards balling. And a lot of really good college basketball games on today. Before we get there, in terms of how did you do yesterday, T?
Yesterday was honestly. I went 3-3 yesterday. A lot of players sold on me, honestly. Just like I don't know. It was like the games I bet props in besides Luka, because Luka cashed literally in Luka had was over 20.5. He had 24.5 or 24 points at halftime.
Uh-huh.
Like, other than that, basically all the other player props I took, like the players I bet on, were just trash, honestly. Like Jamal Murray didn't really shoot that much. Siakam couldn't throw in the fucking ocean. Can't remember the other one I had that lost, but I hit Mikal Bridges over and I hit that Clippers team total. So 3-3, not bad. We'll live to see another day.
Yeah, and if your bad days are pushes, that means the good days are really good. I mean, you had 5 winning days in a row, brother. I think you can afford a push. We love it. We love to hear it. Yeah, we ended up both Clippers team total, Clippers -8. We are fine. I was sweating there for a minute. I'm like, damn, man, they're just not putting these boys away. And then I looked back and they were up 20. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I don't know. But hey.
Yeah, I can't lie to you. I went to sleep with 8 minutes left in the game because they already hit the team total. I was like, all right, peace.
Yeah.
Whenever the bet cashes, man, I stay up late enough sweating bets. I just go to bed. I'm like, all right, I'm calling it a night.
That's when I like celebrate. There's no better feeling than having a Wiz Khalifa concert on your couch, typing up the recap with nothing but green in the air, in the recap, green check marks, baby. It's great. It's just great. That's what I love doing. I love waiting all the games out. And when it goes good, it's just so nice. It's such a it's like a tuck me in, let's go. But at the same time, when you get your shit kicked in, it's like the most eerie silence in the house. I don't want a single noise. I just realized I sneezed really loud this morning, hard, and I think I popped a blood vessel in my eyeball. Look at that shit. What in the fuck? I swear. All right. Yeah, neither here nor there. But all right, T, do you want to do the NBA or do you want to do college hoops first?
start out in college hoops. We got some questions for you on some games. Give us your first pick, then I'm going to ask you about a couple games if you don't have any other picks after the first one.
Oh my God. TP3 is bringing in the quiz. It's like I get tested every day. I love it. Guys, I have a max play over on SoBet. Make sure you're over there. Sign up code TP3. Get in there. Links in the bio. And make sure you're following us both on social medias. And turn on the alert after you subscribe to us on YouTube so you get notified every single time we go live or every time we post something. That said, max play over on SoBet. In one of the big games here. We're going to not talk about that. I'm going to give you a stinker, a game that nobody cares to watch, but it has some of the best value on the slate and was almost a 2-unit play for me, okay? It's Furman and it's Florida Gulf Coast University. Guys, I know. But listen, Florida Gulf Coast is ranked 356th out of 364 Division I schools in pace of play. Furman is ranked 295th out of those 364 as well in pace of play. In other words, it's going to be a snail's race, okay? This is going to be Furman's 1-5 over and under. Florida Gulf Coast University's 3-5 over to the under. So heavy on the unders. And these guys don't shoot the ball. We're talking both of these teams average less than 68 possessions per game. That's like terrible. So guys, we're taking the under 132, and I know that number is really low. And it's like, holy fuck, I don't want anything to do with that. It's exactly what the books want you to think. They want you to see that number and just keep scrolling. Guys, I'm telling you, I have this at 126.5. I don't see any way either team gets over 65 points. I just don't see it.
Okay, we like that. Hey, that sounds like a pretty sharp play right there. First game I want to ask you about, what's going on with this Alabama-North Carolina game here? Why is Alabama an underdog?
It's just one of those things, man. It doesn't make sense to me, but I just think Alabama is a really hard team to trust. They're hot and cold and relying on perimeter shooting. And North Carolina is at home, I believe. So obviously there's home court advantage definitely helps. That said, I saw this line and it was the same thing as the Kentucky-Clemson game. I had a very strong feeling. My feeling was actually Kentucky, so I was wrong. So I'm happy I stayed off the game. Same thing here. My feeling is North Carolina, but something just tells me Alabama will end up winning this game.
Okay, so there's an old system in college basketball. It's when there's an unranked team or the lower ranked team's favored over the higher ranked team, they usually win, meaning it's a trap line. So that was kind of what stuck out to me with that game. But I'm kind of with you. Like, I think Alabama's a way better team. I think they'll smack them. I don't know much about college hoops, so I did watch some Alabama, and I do know a little bit about their team. So I think they're pretty fucking good. And then the other one is like, you see Baylor's ranked 15th in the nation. UConn's 25th, so that already is there right there. And you see UConn's minus 3.5 points here in this game. UConn, and I think Caravan's out from what I'm hearing from everybody. And then UConn just lost 3 games in a row. It feels like nobody wants to take them here. Everybody and their mom's going to be taking Baylor, yet UConn's minus 3.5 and the line's not moving. Is this not a trap?
I mean, here's the thing. UConn has to respond. They have to respond. And, I just look at Baylor and how they've played. Baylor has played down to quality opponents, and they have not played well against them. They got smoked against Gonzaga. They didn't have a good – I know they lost another game against a highly ranked team, and off the top of my head, it's slipping my mind. But, again, it's one of those things where it seems very trappy, and I think because Caravan's not going to be in the game – I'll just go ahead and say it. I like the under. I think I'm staying away from the side. I like the under in this game, under 145. At the end of the day, Baylor gives up 73 points a game. UConn gives up 63 points a game. We're talking about way under 145 here. Without a prime time scorer for UConn, they're not going to want to run that frantic press. They're not going to be as aggressive defensively. I think the biggest problem here has been fouls. UConn has been fouling at a crazy rate, putting the opponent on the foul line. Without Carabin, the key here is going to be, can UConn keep Baylor off the foul line? If they can, I like UConn, but truly and honestly, I think the best value in this game is on the under, and everybody's going to want to hammer the over because they've seen UConn almost put up 100 in their game against Memphis. Same thing with Baylor when they played St. John's. It was high 90s. So the under's the play. But to tell you what, on the sides, on either of the games you asked me, it's just like, you know what? Flip a coin, man. This shit doesn't make no damn sense.
Yeah, and the ACC got clapped yesterday. I saw in the ACC Big Ten or in the ACC SEC Challenge. One last game here I got to ask you about. First of all, it just feels weird to see Oregon and USC on Big Ten Network. I just can't like that. That just like breaks my brain. But number 2 Auburn 7-0 right now, taking on number 9 5-2 Duke. Duke's minus 3.5 here. They were 2.5. Now they're minus 3.5. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, T, this is one of those things. And guys, if you're tuning into the show, I'm literally just giving you my VIP card. I don't know if T knew this, but these are all my plays. So really appreciate it. I'm giving you the love. I'm not going to hold out on you guys. If he's going to, I can't just be like, oh, I don't know. So T, great question. And honestly, if this was any other time in the season, even still at Cameron Indoor, I'd probably take Auburn. They're the best team in the country. It's not even close. But in this matchup, I'm taking Duke. I got him on the money line early at minus 145. So I did pay juice, but I love that I got it. And now there's movement that gives it extra value there now. Here's the thing that's crazy. Auburn has this is the worst possible travel scenario for them you can imagine. They come home from Hawaii. They get a 2-day break for Thanksgiving. Then they got to travel to Cameron. They have not played a true road game this year. This is going to be their first road game at Cameron Indoor. Like, here's the thing. This Duke team is young. They're impressionable. They're like cocky. And at home with that raucous crowd, the Cameron Crazies, they're going to feed off that shit. And it seems like the perfect hurricane, perfect storm for an Auburn letdown spot. Again, I want it to be very clear. I believe Auburn's the best team in the country. It doesn't mean they're going to win this game. I think Duke wins.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to go, you have to go like 38-0 or 40-0 to win March Madness. I mean, it's pretty damn hard to do that. So Bro's probably on the right track here. Yeah, I don't know much about college basketball, but I just thought those lines are pretty interesting. I would want to bet those home teams in every single one of those games, except for the UNC Alabama game. I was like, damn, Alabama catching points here. It feels like I'm probably gonna be like, I should have bet that. But I'm gonna try to watch some of these games. There's not a ton of games on tonight in the NBA. Speaking of the NBA, though, do you have anything else you want to add for college basketball? Or are we good to move to the NBA?
No, we're good to move to the NBA. But I was just gonna say, yeah, man, get locked in because you're on the right track with a lot of your reads and. Just get a little studying in, and I'd love to be able to talk more college hoops. And then as we pivot, drop step, and fucking reverse hammer to the NBA, I know you got some locks for the folks. Before we get to locks, though, I got to ask, what the fuck is going on with LeBron?
Dude, he's just old, man. That's what I think it is. I mean,
you think that's it? It's just father time?
Father Time's finally starting to catch up to LeBron, man. I think that's what it is. Yeah, for the reason of his struggles lately, he has played pretty well in his career when returning to Miami. He returns to Miami tonight. I stayed away from his props for that reason. I was just like, man, he really hasn't been playing well that much. I actually looked at LeBron's turnover prop, believe it or not. I was like, I feel like LeBron might turn the ball over a decent bit in this game here. But there's actually some interesting data on LeBron in his games he's played at Miami. So LeBron in his career has played – here's his last 5 games when he's played in Miami. 30 points, 27 points, 33 points, 28 points, and 51 points when playing against the Heat in Miami. Tonight, I think his points – I can't remember what his points prop was, but he's averaging 22 points per game right now. I could definitely see him going over that number, but it's kind of sketchy because he's not played well lately. So I don't
It's
know.
very
I've stayed away
peculiar.
from that one. But yeah, I looked at that one heavy. That was probably my play I liked the most I ended up taking. But I'll give you all my first play here. So I did have a player prop on Norman Powell to go over. He got scratched, so we're not doing that play anymore. By the way, for those of the new people in here, Drew Holiday and Jason Tatum are both out tonight for the Celtics. But anyway, with all that being said, let's look here at the Hawks versus the Bucks. The Hawks this season are 5-0 to the over by 6 points per game when they're playing teams with the rest advantage. When they have the rest advantage, Milwaukee's on a back-to-back, therefore Atlanta has the rest advantage here. Another stat: Milwaukee on backs-to-backs this season are 2-2 to the over, but by 8 points per game. So they're going way over in these games. They've gone over on back-to-backs, obviously, hence the ATS margin there, or the over/under margin there. I think in this game that there's going to be a ton of points in this game. I think that Atlanta has really nobody whatsoever to match up with Giannis. Dame and Giannis are both going to go here. Milwaukee's going to get up and down. Atlanta's going to get up and down here. Milwaukee's an old team. They'll have tired legs in the second legs of these back-to-backs. Milwaukee shoots a lot of threes, and in their last 5 games, they're actually first in the NBA in offensive rating. Atlanta's 11th in offensive rating. Both these teams are top 10 in pace. Atlanta's second in pace, and Milwaukee, I believe, was 8th in pace. So it's a pretty good spot for both teams to get up and down. There should be a lot of offense in this game, a lot of three-pointers taken between both teams. And, bro, your boy, Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's not shot the ball well lately. There was a video of him posted on the Hawks Instagram and Twitter account of him at 11:13 p.m. after the game was over the other night, still getting up shots in the gym. So that's even better for the Hawks here. Hawks will stretch the floor, hit a lot of threes. Sports Addict Network said he likes Dyson Daniels over 12 points. I think you should get that. It's the highest total game on the board. We're taking the over in this game. I think this total should be like 240.
Yeah, I love that play. I love that play a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of points in the game as well. I may actually have a play in that game as well. But I truly love betting any player props in Hawks games. It's going over. It's going over. Unless you bet Trae Young points. Then, of course, it's going under.
Chill. Trae Young's going off tonight. He's going for 50.
All right. Hey, maybe. All right. T, because I had the stage for college hoops, do you have any other plays for the folks in the NBA?
All right. Yeah, so I'll just kind of give you all some other looks that I looked at on the slate, and then we'll get a second free play here in a second. Shout out to Bill Clinton in the chat, Mr. President. We talked about the Heat-Lakers game tonight. Honestly, I do kind of like the Lakers plus the points, but it is sketchy because the Lakers had a lot of sick players earlier in the week. I appreciate that, my boy. He says he likes my over pick. So, dude, this play feels, obviously people have seen it, and that's why the line's coming down here. And it feels like Vegas is kind of sharp on this play, but at the same, I don't know. I stayed off it. Tyrese Halliburton this season is averaging 22 points per game at home, and on the road he's averaging 13 points per game. I didn't end up taking this just because it was minus 140 by the time I kind of capped it and caught wind of it. But he's sucking on the road. He's averaging 13.1 points per game away from the house. His underline right now is currently at 18.5, but it's minus 140. I mean, his typical prop line has been 18 to 17 points, so it feels like the books aren't overvaluing it that much, but I feel like that Halliburton is just not going to play well in this game on a back-to-back. And it kind of lines up with a play you like there that's good for you. Let's go with another play here, guys. I gave this one out this morning. It was the 76ers versus the Orlando Magic. I took Orlando -3. You look at these two teams. Magic have won 12-2 in their last 14 games. And on top of that, 76ers don't have Embiid. They don't have they don't have Paul George. Maxi's playing. They don't have Andre Drummond. They don't have a couple other role players. This is a skeleton crew versus a Magic team that's number 1 in the league in the defense in the last 5 games, last 10 games, last 15 games, and top 5 season-long defense. Orlando got their shit kicked in last night by the Knicks. I think they're going to bring it tonight. I think that Orlando is going to come out here, play defense. They're a better team. I think they'll flex their muscle. I don't think Philadelphia can score 90 points against them. So I think the Magic will win in a really gross game here. I don't hate the under either, but I'm going to take the Magic in this game. Minus the 3 points. I like them up to 5.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that. And there's kind of like some people want to fade teams after they get their ass kicked. Like they pulled their starters. That game was over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not as bad of a back-to-back as it normally would be had you had gone the full 48 or, had, God forbid, gone to overtime or something like that.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like I really just think I just think it's a good spot for him in general. Yeah, dude. Halliburton should not be on the Olympics team. They need to get Jalen Brunson and Trae Young as their next Olympic point guards. Or maybe we'll see like what's his name? Dylan Harper or somebody like that on the team. I did watch a little bit of Rutgers. Ace Bailey was non existent, but Dylan Harper was hooping. And apparently Bailey's supposed to be better than him, right?
Oh shit. Hey, put Dalton Nett on the freaking Olympic team, man. Let that boy play.
Don't connect.
Yeah, boy. That he can hoop. He can hoop.
Nah, he can. I fuck with Dalton.
Yeah. And he's like, there's just not a lot of white guys in the NBA that are good, So I like to be able to. I'm like, hey, man, I can relate. That's my guy out there. Let's go.
Well, we got Cooper Flag coming, man.
What's that?
So we got Cooper Flag coming, man.
Oh, dude, he's a baller. He's a baller. Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I shot a couple hoops just the other day. I don't have the touch is gone, man. It's brick city, baby. I honestly think my dad's hoop is not the right height.
You might not be wrong about that. That'll definitely fuck your shot up.
Yeah, I think it's a little shorter. Because man, I'm telling you, I know when I'm reaching up, I shouldn't be able to just grab the rim, or not the rim, the net. It should just be a little bit taller. I think it's like 9'5". Something's wrong with it. Neither here nor there. But I got to get back out there on the court and balling. That said, one more. Do you have any more free plays for the people in the NBA?
No, I only have one other play, unfortunately. Yeah, Powell gets voided done if you locked in a player prop and they don't play a minute, they'll get voided. So you don't have to worry about that with Powell. That play's going to get voided. You'll get your money back once the game ends. But yeah, that's all I have. I only have one other play, so I'm just going to leave in VIP. It's a small slate tonight. I didn't want to force it. The only other play I really looked at was Dennis Schroeder over PRA, but it's 29.5. And I mean, if you look, yeah, the Pacers are really bad against guards, high usage guards. I mean, the Nets are down some guys. Schroeder's probably going to get like 20 and 10 and hit it, but like, I don't know. There's just not a lot of margin in my opinion at 29.5. 27.5, I could call for a play. 28.5, I would probably be sitting here like, do we play this? Do we not? Like that type of thing. But 29.5 just feels like there's not a lot of margin for error for Schroeder. So I had to pass on that one.
Yeah, I did look at that as well. Again, high scoring games. Going to be a high scoring game there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All his numbers were too juiced, so I just passed on it altogether. I mean, I just don't know who else on the Nets can really, or on the Nets can really put up some stats.
I agree. T, quick question: how many people we got in here?
172.
Fuck off. All right, fine. I'm gonna give you guys. We got 172 people in this bitch. We're asking about the Creighton, Kansas game. It's the max play in the VIP. Okay. I don't normally give away. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the NBA here. The max play is actually gonna be opposite to what you say there, Bill. It's gonna be Kansas -4. Okay, that's the max play. And I got a lot of data to back it up here. First of all, the strength of schedule, Kansas' strength of schedule is just ridiculous. Anytime Creighton plays anyone decent, they get smoked. Kalkbrenner, I got bigger muscles than Kalkbrenner, and that is saying something because I don't have any muscles at all. The biggest muscle is the one here that just runs my mouth. Yes. Also, the Jayhawks hold their opponents to 28% three-point shooting. And Creighton relies on jacking threes. With the injuries that are ailing the Creighton Blue Jays, we're talking Kalkbrenner didn't play last game. Ashworth still banged up. Pop Isaacs still banged up. Creighton has one victory against the spread this year. I don't see today being the magical day that they wake up and say, "Holy fuck, we're gonna play Kansas and beat them."
But Creighton is Pop Isaacs. Pop Isaacs kind of a baller.
Yeah, they do, but he's hurt. Yeah, he transferred.
Okay. So yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not betting on college basketball yet. I don't know shit like that. I'm gonna watch some college hoops for sure tonight, especially the late games, because I don't have any late bets tonight in NBA. So I'll be watching those late games for sure.
Yeah, man. A lot of sneaky transfers. Players that you heard in the tournament last year are on competing teams. Like AJ Storr has moved on. He's on a competing team now instead of playing for wherever the hell he played for. But that was the max play, guys. You got it out of me. And player props, I'll give you 2 or 3 because we already talked about one of the games. I like Pascal Siakam over 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's hit it in 7 of 15, 3 of the last 10, 2 of the last 5, 50% hit rate this year. Projection of 35.7. We just talked about Halliburton not doing well on the road. I actually think Halliburton might play all right today. It's just a good matchup for him. But generally speaking, he doesn't play good on the road. My favorite prop of the day, and I saw a post about it earlier. I don't know if it was here or maybe it was on TikTok. Neither here nor there. King of the court, if you have DraftKings, everybody's going to jump on Giannis. I'm here to tell you, I think Damian Lillard. Exactly. It's Dame time, dude. I'm serious. This is the weirdest fucking thing ever, T. I've been doing this AI stuff for, I don't know, like 2.5 weeks. This is the biggest discrepancy I've seen in a prop projection. So his PRA is 36.5. My AI projects 45.4. Damn near 10 points different. So I love Damian Lillard over 36.5 PRA, and I placed my qualifying wager on him to be king of the court. Seriously, this could be the game that Dame goes off for 40 points. Seriously.
I like that. Yeah, my pick for king of the court tonight, I'm gonna say.
Give me it.
I think Jaylen Brown's probably the best pick now that Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday are out. So
that's sharp.
You haven't placed it yet. I think Jaylen Brown probably be the look. I'm probably gonna peek his props here once we hop off here and see if I can't find a little something on there for Jaylen Brown props tonight. So
that's sharp. That's actually really sharp. I like that. Who do they play? Who does Boston play? Why do I?
They're playing the Pistons.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Pistons are on a back-to-back too.
T. Billy over here is asking if we do this every day.
Billy, we're on here live 5 to 7 days a week, so you better click that follow button on both of us. Guys, if you're watching us on Twitter or on YouTube, make sure you click that follow button on us, hit the like button as well. It just helps us out in the algorithm and whatnot. But we'll recap our free plays we gave out here real quick. I said to take the over at 236 in the Hawks and the Bucks, and to take the Magic -3. Bro, what are your free plays?
Fuck, man. I gave out a lot, but that's because T was asking me questions. So if you were here and you got them, you're lucky. I can't be doing that. We talked about the max play I just gave out, Kansas -4. You got lucky there. And I'm going to give you back to my stinker play, Furman, Florida Gulf Coast, under 132. And then I just gave you the player props I like. I really like Pascal Siakam over his PRA. I really like Damian Lillard over the PRA. Hey, JM, thanks for the sub, brother.
Hey, we appreciate the sub as always, guys. And guys, if y'all want to get all our plays every single day, I have a player prop. I'll have max plays and even more where Bro's fingers at. It's called SoBet. All you have to do is click the link in either of our bios or go to SoBet.io. Use promo code BROBRO, promo code TP3 to go ahead and join and get all our plays every single day, guys. We're going to keep giving you all the best work, putting in that work, and keep putting these live streams out here for y'all as well. So as always, we appreciate everyone who tunes in, and let's get some fucking money tonight. Bro, you got any other words for the people?
Let's get some fucking money tonight, T.